before I met my husband, I was dating this man. We were getting more serious to the point of even talking marriage. And I was laying in bed one night, and all of a sudden I had this strong emotion come over me. And I was crying out to God, if this is marriage, I don't want anything to do with it. What ended up happening was I caught him looking at porn and quickly figured out that he actually had been struggling with it for a long time, and it had been a porn addiction. I was carrying the belief that he's going to be the leader of the family. Wives, submit to your husbands. If this is my husband, I'm going to have to be under leadership of a man that's sexualizing women. And do I want that? I was also carrying the belief from past teachings from the church that wives are called to be the helpmate. There's truth there, but I was believing the lie that I'm about to get into a marriage with this man who's sexualizing women, and if you're called to be a helpmate, I was taught it's okay if you get a little bit emotionally beat up in the process, because at the end of the day, your God-given role is to help this man. And obviously, when you get married, men are not perfect. So if he's not perfect and he's sexualizing women, watching porn, that's okay. You might get beaten up a little bit emotionally, but at the end of the day, it's all about the end goal. And what's the end goal? The end goal is that eventually he gets off porn. Why? Because it's not your job to change him, because you can win him over, not through your words, but with a smile. I believe the lie of remaining voiceless, because ultimately God is the one that's changing him. Do you see how the enemy takes truth and he twists it ever so slightly? The reason I'm sharing this video right now is because my heart is for women that have been in my similar situation, where they see unhealthy dynamics or patterns. Maybe it's from their family, maybe it's from their church, and they think that they only have two options, because that's what trauma does. The first option is you continue those unhealthy dynamics and patterns into marriage, or you remain single. But I'm coming here today to say, what if there's a different way? What if there's an in-between, a third option, where you can actually be in a healthy, thriving relationship where you're loved, empowered, and you're walking out biblical truth? What if there's freedom to be found in a relationship and not fear?